So in the morning, I have to leave pretty early these days, so I don't have time to cook anything. I'm going to show you how I pre-make this granola for my breakfast for the week. In a bowl, I mix together some oats, some chopped almonds, a sprinkle of Himalayan salt and cinnamon, and then I just mix this all together. In a separate bowl, I mix together some coconut oil, some maple syrup, and then this is going to go over top of the oat mixture. I just pour the mixture into the pan and then I drizzle the sauce on top, and then I mix it together and bake this in the oven. You're going to want to bake this in the oven for around 45 minutes at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I store it in a mason jar, usually bigger than this one, but I already had some pre-made, so I just made a small batch to show you guys. In the morning, I just pour it into a bowl and add a bit of almond milk and cinnamon on top, and it is delicious. If you guys don't like maple, you could also add some vanilla to this and make it almond vanilla granola. That would be really good too. You could also do this with pumpkin spice instead of cinnamon. There's just a lot of different ways you could make this granola. I love this breakfast because it's nutritious, it's easy to make, and it's really quick in the morning when I'm just rushing around, don't have time to make breakfast. For lunch, I love to pack these vegan tacos. If you make them the night before, they're just as good the next day. These tacos are so good that I had to stop editing just to make one. So I'm first gonna make the sauce super quick, just a mixture of vegan mayo, almond or soy milk, garlic powder, and parsley. First, I spread the sauce all over the wraps. These are just some whole wheat ones from Whole Foods. On top of this, I add some avocado that I just mashed up. When I'm in a rush, I just put the avocado straight onto the wrap and then I just mash it there. On top of the avocado, I add some lettuce. You can use iceberg, romaine. Here I'm just using some romaine lettuce. Next, I add the corn and then some red cabbage. I'm not adding enough here to get the full benefits, but red cabbage is loaded with fiber, and fun fact, their peppery flavor is from the compounds in the cabbage that contain sulfur. Finally, I add some parsley, which gives it some amazing flavor. These are so packed with nutrients, it's such a powerhouse of vitamins, gives me such an energy boost at lunch when I'm just sitting at school thinking about how excited I am to finish my crazy day and go home. Finally, I'm topping these off with the juice of half of a lime. And there you have it. These are so flavorful with the sauce and the lime and the parsley. They're just amazing. I packed these up with some fruit and veggies, and there's my lunch for the day. I just pack whatever fruits that I have on hand, so on this day I packed a couple bananas and oranges to go with this. For a snack, I love to have these cookie dough bites. I make them in advance and then I just keep a bunch of them in my fridge. They taste just like cookie dough and they're packed with protein and fiber. They're delicious. I mixed together some plant-based protein powder. I recommend using this one. It really gives it that cookie dough flavor. Then I add some oat flour and flaxseed and mix this all together. To this, I add some maple syrup and any kind of nut butter. You could also use sunflower seed butter. This just acts as a binder. And then I mix this all together. At first, it'll seem like it's not coming together, but eventually it starts to. If you need a little bit more binding power, then just add a little bit more of the nut butter or the sunflower seed butter, whatever you added. And then I add some dairy-free chocolate chips. The mini ones are the best. I used regular size, but they were kind of like falling out of the bites. You also don't have to add the chocolate chips. Even if you don't, they still taste like cookie dough bites. And then with your clean, washed hands, you're just going to form these into bite-sized pieces. And there are my cookie dough bites. These are my favorite after the gym, when I just get home from school, or when I'm just craving something sweet. They seriously taste like cookie dough. For dinner, I'm making a cheesy lasagna skillet, plant-based cheese, of course. How I make this is starting off by cooking up a vegetarian patty, and then I add some onion and garlic to this. Next, I'm adding some tomato paste and water with some dried basil and oregano. I don't add many spices because the vegetarian patty brings a lot of flavor. Next, you're just going to add your pasta. This is all in one pot. It's so easy. So today I'm just using regular bow tie pasta and then just mixing this around. And then you're just going to top this off with some vegan mozzarella cheese. This one is from the brand Chow. If you guys have been subscribed to me for a while, you would know that I used to love the brand Daya or Daya. I still don't know how to pronounce it, but I used to love their cheese, and you guys actually switched me over to Chow because I think a few of you recommended it to me, and it's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it in my opinion. It's so much better. I'm so sorry, Daya. And there is my lasagna skillet dinner. I promise you, you will not miss non-vegan food whatsoever with this one. It's so flavorful and it really has that sustenance that I think a lot of people tend to miss when they cut out meat. It is just amazing. And that is what I would eat on a busy school day. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to subscribe. You know the drill, and I'll see you in the next one.